Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. You know who this guy is. It is Friday. I'm starting to pong a little bit. You've gone tireless today.
Run out of ties.
3 days, museum every single day, but I love it. I've done it. I've done it all now. I want to come back. It's fantastic. I've got a season ticket pass here.
Taken 3 days, but we've seen everything.
We've seen everything, including the big man behind me. One of the greatest managers of all time in Wolves history. I'm going to talk about another one, Mr. Nuno Espirito Santo. Just everything he touches turns to, you know it, gold.
Yes.
How good is he? Is he one of the best of all time already?
Wow, blimey. I mean, I think. Oh, he's in the top. He's in the top
3. Top 1.
No. Stan Cullis is unrivaled in what he did, but Nuno's got to win a trophy to join a couple of others. But my goodness me,
what an impact!
He's got this kind of godlike aura about him that I've never seen before from Wolves manager. He's universally loved and adored.
Yeah.
As you say, everything he says, even if what he says is nothing, is agreed with by the fan base. He's got this aura about him, this presence, and also his passion on the touchline. He's perfect for these Wolves fans. They love and adore him. You drive up Stafford Road or Willenhall Road, you see his kind of graffitied face on the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got this kind of cult status, but universally loved. They trust him implicitly. It's quite a rare thing, really.
Absolutely, and you talk about the fans and the media as well, but most importantly, the players, and he demands respect, and the players are giving him that respect, don't they? They listen, they understand, and they buy into this philosophy.
Yeah, I think he treads that line between respect and a bit of fear as well. You know, we know he can. My goodness me, we know he can shout at them and be very stern character, but he can also be very friendly, arm around the shoulder, and he still carries that respect. It's a bit like Fergie at Man United, how he used to do. You know, he could be very friendly with it, but he can go the other way as well, which I think keeps you on your toes as a player. So and tactically, you know, he's pretty astute as well, and the way he sets his teams up, the research he does, the backroom team as well, the work they do. Obviously, the injury prevention has been a huge part of it, and Nuno spearheads all this, and he's done basically a perfect job in the last 2 years.
And he's very close, like you say, with his team. Every time Wolves score, he's not giving it the big one on his own. They're all together in a big huddle, aren't they? It's almost like them versus the rest, isn't it?
Big team effort. Brought in Ian Cathro last season, which has gone well. They're all on the same page. They all share philosophies.
They calmed down a bit though, compared to the Championship season on the touchline. There weren't too many aggro with a few others. Maybe warm up a little bit.
They needed to do that. There was a few spats with fourth officials, and they have calmed that down. They still get a warning here or there, but he's basically flawless. Like I said, I don't think he could have done any better than seventh in a cup semi-final this year, really. And now it's about taking it to the next level.
It's about taking it to the next level. What is the next level for him as an individual? Because he's a very ambitious person. You know that. He's obviously going to be here this season. When do the big guns come looking?
Well, there's a job going at Chelsea. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I wouldn't have thought.
Well, on Friday potentially there's a job. It might have gone. We'll see.
I wouldn't have thought he'd want to make that move just yet. And obviously he's ambitious, but I think the thing is about Wolves is he gets a lot of freedom. Certainly in terms of transfers, he's the man that has the final say. That's not the case at most big clubs.
For sure, with directors of football.
And also, most importantly of all, the link with Mendes. Mendes is so heavily involved in this club, and that gives them again freedom over transfers that he wouldn't get at a lot of clubs. And I think it's in everybody's interests, Mendes's and Nuno's, to see where this goes next, really.
So where does it go next? What are his aims? What are his goals next season? Of course, in European football, would it be to push towards, a lot of people are saying push into that top 6, but playing Thursday, Sunday, and if they do have a run in Europa League, would it be to get a run in the Europa League and maybe just cement that top 10 status? Would that be a successful season?
I mean, Fosun's ambitions will dictate that, as well. Obviously, I think Fosun, for Wolves to have a big presence in Europe next season would be huge for Fosun, for what they're trying to do off the field as well. For me, I mean, we know what Nuno's like. He talks about one game at a time, but he means it. He does mean it. And I think, yes, the extra games he won't be happy with, but he'll look at it week by week on a one game by game basis. Who's fit for this game? Who can we play in this game? How can we beat this team? And then that'll happen, and 3 days later is the next one. And that's the way they've got to approach it. If they look at this mammoth fixture list, it can be quite it could become overawed by it. So he'll never reveal his targets. We know that. But I would think if they have a decent run in Europe, which they're capable of, then a top half finish and a decent run in Europe would be just as successful as this season.
Do you think he'll want more money, a lot more money to spend, or because he quite likes having that close-knit squad and a small squad as well?
It's a big thing for him. 18 players, he doesn't want unhappy players on the fringes. We know how damaging and poisonous that can be when you've got a guy who knows he's not playing every week and starts slagging the club off, slagging the manager off, and that kind of, like I said, that poison. He doesn't want that. He wants the young players to bulk up this squad, and that's going to be a key focus in the next 2 years, is improving the quality of the young players that they've got in the under-23s.
Exciting times. That's it. That's the end of the positional previews or reviews or whatever. I'm tired. I want to go home. You want a drink? Cheeky drink?
Should we go to China?
Let's go to China. Should we go to China? You want to come to China? We'll see you soon. For all the latest Wolves news, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.